Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to another week and another episode of VEIGA Says. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for joining again. If you've been here before, if you're new, welcome. Click like, click subscribe. This is a weekly podcast where I'm going to be talking about my life and what's going on in my life and the life of the people around me. So I'm just going to start by touching on obviously the current events that are happening at the moment, the rioting and the protests out in America and across the globe, really. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to use this platform too much for any sort of political agenda. I've been very vocal about how I feel about all this stuff on my social media. I posted on my story and I've had conversations with people that I feel like has helped. And I haven't done enough yet, but I'm still figuring out what I really need to do. But things need to change from the top to the bottom of the establishment and society. So just to start off with that and send out my loving condolences to everybody who's been directly affected and indirectly affected by the things that have been going on in the past week and the things that have been going on forever. So yeah, my heart goes out to everybody there. But let's keep this a little light. Let's not try delve into that too much. I don't want to get too political today. I've absorbed a lot of information about all this stuff, and I think we all just need a little moment to just have some fun, I guess. So yeah, welcome back to VEIGA Says. I started this episode with no idea what I wanted to say, really, because, like I said, I have been so invested in the stuff that's been going on. I haven't really thought about my own goings on. My music kind of took a backseat for the past week or so. And I've just been researching and reading and trying to keep myself as unignorant as possible, basically. But yeah, I had a bit of a problem. I had a song that was meant to be released on Friday called New People. And I've distributed it, I sent it through to my distributors, and they got back to me and said that I'd used unlawful master recordings from someone else's song. And I was like, well, I haven't. It's ridiculous. So basically what I did was they sent me an email saying you have to verify every single sample you've used in the track. So I sent it back and they didn't reply for days and days and days. So they set back my promotion by a week. So now the song's coming out on Friday. I've done zero promotion for it. So it's probably going to flop at this point, which is annoying because it's a song that I was really looking forward to getting out. It's kind of the start of this like new sound. It's got like a very unique sound to it. So I'm a bit bummed out by that, but it is what it is. There's a lot bigger fish to fry at the moment than my single. So, and there'll be plenty more singles to come, and I guess I can do post-promotion rather than pre-promotion. But anyway, that should be coming out on Friday, so if you guys can lock in and listen to that, that'd be great. But yeah, so my music feels a little redundant at the moment. I feel a little bit detached with everything that's going on, not just with the protests, but with the lockdown and stuff. My life's got a little stale, you know. It's every single day is kind of the same. I said this last week. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but it's one of those things where it's like I wake up in the morning and apart from music, I have no purpose and direction, you know, and it's something I need to get back. I want to go see my friends and family and go have some fun. But yeah, so like I said, I started this podcast and I'm really just rambling a little bit. I didn't really have much direction. I don't have many notes, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss a week, because once I start missing weeks, then, you know, it's we just don't have episodes, and I stop doing it because it's something that I really want to stick to. I'm still working on getting segments that are much more defined and will be in the right time. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for locking in, and if you're still listening this far, then I appreciate you because I know that I've been rambling. So let's get into some fun stuff. I thought something funny that we could do, seeing as it was my birthday last week on the 23rd of May. I thought we could do the Florida Man test, which apparently is always pretty funny. So you type in Florida Man and your birthday, and then you just read the things that happened with the Florida Man on your birthday. So let's check out what happened when we type in Florida Man 23rd of May. Okay. Right at the top, we've got BuzzFeedNews.com article. A Florida man was arrested after telling a playground full of kids where babies come from. So let's read some of this. This is a quote from a police officer. Parents were rushing to the area to remove their children. Oh, jeez. I'm going to try and insert a picture of this guy's face because, yeah, this is a lot. Okay, so the guy hopefully is here, maybe. Let's see. Maybe not, I might look like an idiot. But this guy is scary, Jesus. He should just be arrested for, like, being with children because, like, that's terrifying. He looks like a Marvel villain or something. Florida man was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct after climbing on top of the playground full of children and yelling out where babies come from. A police officer said Otis Ryan, 30, so he's 30-year-old, climbed to the top of the playground equipment at a park on Sunday afternoon and began shouting, "Babies come out of women." Oh, he then yelled, "They come out of their pussies." The officer wrote in an arrest. I don't know what that word says. The officer wrote in the arrest papers, I guess is what it means. Parents were rushing to remove the children. That's hilarious. What a great start. Ryan was charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct and fined $118 for telling young children that babies come from pussies. But then again, we know somebody else that's used his platform to talk about pussies, and he's the president of the United States. So let's not talk about that. All right, let's move on. Okay, I guess this one's sticking to the sexual theme. Florida man arrested for refusing to remove "I eat ass" sticker from his pickup truck. Oh, this guy looks happy. He's smiling. I think he's probably just having a good time with it all. Yeah, wow. So this comes from Newsweek.com. A man has been arrested on suspicion of obscenity after refusing to remove a bumper sticker from his vehicle reading "I eat ass." Wow, he's been charged with a misdemeanor, counts of possession of obscene material and resisting arrest without violence following an incident on Highway 90 on May the 5th. Well, it's May the 5th. I said May 23rd, so already this is ridiculous. But anyway, well, let's try this. There's 17 fun birthday facts about May 23rd. We've done a couple of Florida men, and I feel like they're all going to be the same crude stuff, so let's not stick on that for too long. Okay. Let's have a look. Stick around with me 1 second. Let's see some celebrities that share the birthday. Absolutely no one that means anything. That's a good start. What happened? Yep. Okay, so apparently 23rd of May is not such an exciting day. So yeah, let's move on from that, I guess. So we've found out from that May 23rd is not very exciting. There's not very many celebrities. So hopefully I'll be the first one. No, I'm joking. And we've also found out that Florida men are interesting characters and they like obscene remarks. Okay, this next little segment that I was thinking we could do was just answer questions about myself. So I found this website called the Fab Files. I'm just going to answer some stuff. I'm going to start a bit lower down. Number 15. Which animals scare you the most and why? Strangely, I don't know if it's they scare me the most, but the animals that give me the heebie-jeebies the most are rats for some reason. Just I have this like fear of like a bunch of rats just round my feet, like scuffling at my like ankle and going, you know what I mean? It's um, it's something that yeah, when I see like I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, and they do those like those dark tunnels where the rats are just running around them. I'm like, nah, that's not for me. Um, Most people obviously like scared of spiders. That would be their choice. But I saw the biggest spider in my house the other day. My dad said, "Jacob, come see this." So I walked out. No word of all. I'm not playing. I'm really not playing at all. It was this big, like legs and everything. Insane. Absolutely terrifying. Um, but yeah, for me, rats are not the scariest, but they're like ugh, yeah, ish. You know. Um, are you more likely to avoid conflict or engage it head on? It all depends. Conflict has a very negative connotation, you know. Um, so I will always engage in a debate. I'll always engage in conversation that borderlines on argument. But when it comes to conflict, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Um, no, I'm just not into pointless like pointless discourse just about nothing that gets you nowhere. Like if I have an argument with someone, it's always I want every word I'm saying to mean something. I don't want to just babble and talk for no reason, you know. So and that's one. It's one of my pet peeves is when people are having arguments and they just circle, circle, circle and kind of get nowhere and just talk to be heard rather than talk to say something, you know. Um, but yeah, so let's move on from that. Are you a creature of habit? That is 100% without a doubt yes. Um, and I was just saying it to my dad the other day, yesterday or the day before. Um, like I'm either firing on all cylinders. I'm working out. I'm eating vegetables. I'm writing music every day. I'm making beats. I'm not drinking beer. I'm doing this. The. I'm either like the full package of holistic, healthy human, or I'm an absolute slob. And it all comes down to habit because once I start habitually waking up early and having breakfast and starting my day the right way, then every day I start doing that and it keeps moving. But as soon as I let one little facet of my healthiness drop off, then it all drops off. So if I stop working out, then I stop eating well, and then I stop getting up early, and then I stop being as motivated to write songs, and all these things just start depleting. So it's like I'm like an all or nothing person, and I think that kind of comes with like just the Gemini in me, kind of, you know. I'm not sure how much like the actual Gemini thing, but I think part of my personality, I have a very two-sided thing where it's like I'm either the nicest, working hard, just all around good, empathetic person, or I'm like meh, you know, like it's the two. Um, Not really Jekyll and Hyde, but like not far off. Ooh, let me see. What do you think about more than anything else? Music, really, and life, and goals, and where I want to be, and what I want to do. And I just think about making my family foundation be the best, you know. What's your all-time favorite town or city, and why? I've been to quite a few. I wouldn't call myself the a top traveler, but I've been to quite a few places. Um, I've been to like America, a lot of places in America. I've been a lot of places in Europe, a couple in Asia. But I would say my favorite holiday experience, the one that always pops to my head, was Dubrovnik for my 21st birthday, I think it was. Me and my girlfriend went, and it was beautiful. The Airbnb was insane. We just got such a nice view. It was so clean and modern, but still like quaint. We had a nice balcony looking out on the fort and the castle and the sea. We found some really nice private beaches. The food was great, so Yeah, I'd definitely say Dubrovnik's up there for sure. But then Phoenix is my second home, so and Leeds is my like home. You know, even though I live in Huddersfield, Leeds is like my hub for like get going. You know, if I'm in Leeds City Centre, I feel an energy. There's a good energy there. Um, how's you? Oh, this is a good question. I might wrap up after this. I might do two, maybe one or two more. Oh, yeah, two more. Oh wow, that's a great one. So this one, how has your birth order slash characteristics of siblings affected you? My camera's gonna go off again because I've done this the sixth. All right. Okay, we're back. This camera, man, it just for some reason at 16 minutes 44 it cuts off. Um, and that just shows how unprepared I was for this one because I think like there's probably a minute or 2 minutes that you didn't see at the beginning when I was filming. I was just like figuring out what do I do. But I think the birth order, I've got an older sister and a younger brother. Um, I think what I love is that having an older sister and strong females in my life gave me uh, a lot of empathy towards women. And I'd never really wanted to treat women badly and never had really that bone in me. But I also like being an older brother because I love that, especially now because my little brother's becoming a teenager and he's really growing up a lot and we're getting closer than ever. And I love the fact that I can tell him stuff that I've learned, and even if right now it doesn't quite resonate with him, I know one day that he'll think, Jacob said that to me one time. So yeah, I'm really lucky to have both of those order of siblings. And speaking of that, I had this conversation with my little brother on Xbox yesterday, and I've had it with a lot of people. Do you believe ignorance is bliss? Why or why not? So I'm going to end on this question. I feel like it's a good way to wrap up. Um, Ignorance is 100% bliss. I used to not care about not care, but I used to not delve into politics and all these facets of society and humanity and life, that the corruption basically. I just used to let it go by and not worry about it. And as soon as I gave it time, it's like your whole perception of life changes just like that. Um, so I'd say yeah, ignorance is definitely bliss, but knowledge is power. So take with it as you will. You know, do you want to be able to speak and have a platform and potentially make a change, or do you want to just stay in your bubble and kind of put your blinders on? Not saying one's right, not saying one's wrong. It's your decision, so you do what you do. But I know what I want to do. Um, but yeah, I apologize if this is not being the best podcast. My mind's kind of in a bit of a frenzy at the moment, for plenty of reasons. But I just want to say to everybody out there, keep staying safe. Speak up if you want to speak up. Um, don't be scared. Don't be scared to go against what your friends and your family think. That's what we need. We need people who are willing to go against the grain and go against the norms of what they're used to and what the people around them say and think. So just take some time, reflect, read, look at both sides of the story and make a really objective view of what's going on and figure out, is it right? Is what's going on right? Because I believe it's not. So we need to come together and realize that the color of skin should not mean anything really. You know, it should. You should notice people, and accept the culture for what it is, but it shouldn't affect the way that you treat somebody on a day-to-day basis, and it shouldn't affect somebody being able to get a job. It shouldn't affect neighborhoods being suppressed. It shouldn't affect somebody dying at the hands of a police officer. So on that note, stay safe, spread love, spread positivity. I'm VEIGA, innovator, young creator. You've seen me now and you're probably going to see me later. Peace.
hard